Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the KJ's Help and KJ's show. Tonight, we do not have Eric with us. He's got something else going on. So we're going to kind of wing it and do our own thing here tonight. We had other plans, but some people didn't make it into the room tonight. So we have Neil with us tonight, Neil Turner. He's from Turner and Hedge Productions. And so we're going to meet with him and find out what he's all about, what he does, and all that kind of stuff. Before we get into that, just remember that the sponsors are what keeps us alive and well in here, keeps this room up and running. So check out all the sponsors at djntv.com. We've got a bunch of different sponsors in there. DJ
I
Event
happen to know
Planner,
a few of them.
EV. You do?
I do. I looked it up.
Okay. What do you got?
I can rattle them off for you. We got DJ Event Planner. We
Okay.
got EV Quality Speakers,
Mhm.
locally from the U.S., right up in your neck of the woods.
Yeah.
We have the Pro X line of equipment. We have Odyssey, and we have DJ Requests, and one other one. I can't read my own writing.
I remember seeing one that said made by DJs.com.
Yes.
I'm not.
Made by DJs. That's right.
Mhm. Okay.
That is the listing, and please be supportive of each and every one of them.
Yep. And if you're looking for microphones, you can also find a link in the djntv.com website for that as well. So, okay. So with that out of the way, let's turn it over to Neil and find out what he's all about. By the way, I should say, before we actually meet him, today is his birthday. Happy birthday, Neil.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. So how many is that for you now? Or do you not want to share
46.
that? Woohoo!
Well,
Yeah, one step closer to 50.
yeah.
All right. So what's Turning Head Productions all about? What kind of stuff do you do and have you done? And tell us all about yourself.
Do a little bit of everything. Do karaoke, do DJing. We used to do trivia. I haven't done that in a while. And music bingo too, and just bingo games. I have a couple shows a year that I do adult bingo.
Okay. What does that
Um,
entail?
What is, yeah,
Is that like X-rated?
that's
yes.
what I was thinking.
Oh my.
Oh,
Yep.
maybe we
Okay.
can discuss that here.
Toys are the prizes.
Oh,
Okay.
Yep.
oh.
So
Okay.
you gotta find the right audience, but when you
Yeah.
find the right audience, it works well.
Okay. Well, we won't talk about that. We'd like to keep it.
Is that,
keep
is
it
that
clean.
one of those?
Correct.
That's where you go to those swingers clubs.
Yep.
Yeah.
To do that.
Well, let's focus on the karaoke thing. How long you been doing that for?
I started DJing in '98, and I've probably been doing karaoke either '99 or 2000. I was DJ at first before I got into karaoke, but
Okay.
it was a couple of years, and then I started doing karaoke. So we'll go with 2000.
So
And
when you started out, did you get your feet wet working for somebody else, or did you
Correct.
just?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And then I started my own karaoke company in '01. Is when Turning
Oh,
Heads
okay.
started. Yep. And I did the Turning Heads Productions just because I didn't want to be known just for karaoke or just DJ. I wanted the broader
It's a playoff. It's a
thing.
playoff of your last name.
Correct. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So did that in Arizona is where I started doing that. I was in Flagstaff, which is northern Arizona, and then moved down to Phoenix. And then ended up moving to Denver in 2011 and I started doing karaoke. I went out of town for a weekend and they brought someone else in and hired them because I was doing like a trial and they said, well, get back to you when you get back into town. So then I started working for that guy for a little bit. And then eventually went off and did my own thing again, just to get to get to know people in Denver and get a, clientele based up in Denver.
Sure.
And then I moved to Minnesota in 2010.
Okay.
And I've been in Minnesota ever since. So
okay. So all of it started, so you basically started down in Arizona, right?
In Arizona, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, I started DJing in college.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, in pre-pandemic, I had 12 shows a week.
Uh-huh.
And since I've just stuck with my 5
Okay.
weekly bar stuff.
Okay. And you still have people working for you,
Correct.
correct?
Yeah.
How many cages do you have now?
Well, I just hired 3 more in the process of training. And I would like to expand to more shows per week. So I have a total
Okay.
of 4 people working for me.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. So
Cool. So, and they do both the karaoke thing and the wedding thing as well, or
only one other does the weddings with me.
okay. So
Otherwise,
he comes with you as an assistant or what?
Nope.
Oh,
Solo.
okay.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So you do the do you when you do the weddings, do you do those all on your own? You're all by yourself?
It depends. Sometimes
Okay.
on my own, and sometimes I bring an assistant with me.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Ah,
So
all right.
yeah, depends on what's pretty much what's involved, I guess.
Yeah.
How many different setups and stuff I have to do.
Hmm.
Because here you got the cocktail and ceremony could be in 2 different places than the reception.
Yeah.
So that, yep.
Well,
Um,
your claim
sorry.
to fame, as far as I know, your claim to
Yeah.
fame is playing off of this character from the movie The Hangover.
That's correct.
What is his name again in that movie? I've seen it before, but I don't remember what the character's name is.
Alan.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, and you are the spitting image of him. I've seen you dressed up in that outfit, and
Yep.
it is just mind blowing. I mean, you could literally be his stunt double in that movie. So, have they offered anything like that to you?
Nope.
You should make yourself known for that.
Uh-huh.
So if they do make a Hangover 3 and need somebody
Exactly.
to,
Well, they already did that. It would have to be a 4.
oh, did they? They made 3 already?
Yeah. Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So aside from that, any other quirky kind of things that you kind of implement into your KJ shows at all, or
I
things
might
to?
be. I don't want to say I'm the only one, but I'm a karaoke host and owner of a karaoke company that doesn't sing.
That I did know that. Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people are like, "What? Why not?" I'm like, I don't.
I do.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
really either. It's not.
Yeah, most everyone does.
Yeah. See, I just look at it as like I'm not supposed to be the center of attention.
Correct.
They are.
And a lot of my people that come to my shows like that I don't sing because I'm not taking up a spot in the rotation.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Kevin, you should if you were here in town and you attended one of Neil's shows, you would see that he draws the crowd. I mean, his Tuesday night show. It's a Tuesday night, and that
Average
guy's
30
bringing
singers.
in like 30, 40 singers a week.
Yeah.
It's insane. He's Mr. Popular, I tell you. He's one of the guys, one of the.
What do you think is your secret sauce that makes you that
go-to guy?
Yeah, the guy.
I don't.
Is it?
I take pride in the sound.
What? Let's discuss that. Then, what makes your sound better? Is it you're paying attention constantly to their vocal abilities, where they're keeping the mic? Is it
that? Yeah, I use all EV speakers.
Okay.
To give them a little shout out.
Yep, Evolve 50. Yep.
Yep, Evolve 50s. Yep. And then I don't know. I mean, I bring in the soundboard and went to a show last night. They have no soundboard. They just use the speaker. So she has to go around and turn the speaker volume up all the time on the microphone. Just, it's uses a Bose speaker with the multi So the soundboard is on the speaker, but
yeah, it's built.
yeah.
It's not.
Oh, wow.
It's not convenient at all.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah,
So,
that's
yeah, I don't know what draws. I haven't figured that one out yet, but I get a good crowd.
there you go.
Almost every.
You're a
every
personal
show I
guy,
do.
and you and
Personally, yes.
you're also in a track. I mean, how often would you say you dress up as that Hangover character? Alan?
Very rarely now.
Okay.
Was that
Since
sort
I've been
of-
going gray.
Was that something you used, sort of your foot in the door to get you established at a place that made you?
No.
Oh, that's cool. That's different. And then you sort of moved away from that to something else.
No, one year I did it for Halloween.
Oh, okay.
That's how it came up.
That's how it came up.
Oh,
Okay.
And then 2 days after Halloween, someone called me and said, "Can you do a corporate event just as him?" And I was like, "Sure." And I had a line of like 75 people waiting for a picture with me.
Wow.
And I texted my wife and I said, "Sorry, this Alan thing's not going away." And it's been like 13 years. I've been
Wow.
flown to Mexico to do DJ wedding dressed as him.
Mhm.
Okay.
Wow.
Did the
Now,
Vegas thing.
does playing that character, does it ever like get old at all?
No.
No?
No,
You,
because
you
people love
enjoy
it.
it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome.
Like people that play Santa Claus all the time.
Now, I guess because you have so many people at your events, our last week's topic was about how to keep everybody happy.
Yep.
When you got such what is your
So the way I run the rotation is after 10 to 12 singers is when I start filing the new ones in.
okay?
Usually it's 10. And then it's every other new, old, new, old, new, old. And a couple weeks ago at the Wild Boar in Hopkins, I had 44 singers. And
Yeah.
when I get over 25 to 30 singers anyway, I'm always on the microphone saying, just like be patient. But people are walking in, they're like, how long is the wait? And it's a 20-person wait sometimes with that new,
Sure.
old, depending on when people came in.
Yeah.
So
So,
I just tried out
let's
both,
say,
and you can't please everyone.
let me try to get a perspective on this then. So let's say you've got, say, 44 singers that are there from the get-go, from the very
Yep.
beginning.
Yep.
Do you go through a full rotation of 44 singers and then start over, or do you do? Okay.
Yeah, but I've never started with that many.
Okay.
I think the most I've started with 15 or 20.
That came in at once. Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. So the early
It's very
birds get the-
rarely, that I'm right around 10 to 12 when I
Okay.
first start.
So the early birds get the first round, and then
Correct.
while that first round is going on, you've got new ones that are coming in,
Mm-hmm.
and you're going to filter them into the second round.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay,
Yeah.
there you go. Now, do any of those newbies that are in the second round, did any of them go, well, when I came in, this one was singing, and then now we're in the second round, and
Yes.
I haven't sang my first song yet, but they're singing
Yep.
again.
Yep. And I just explained to them that that's how I run it. New, old, new, old.
Yeah. There you go.
You gotta do it with a smile.
Absolutely.
It helps sometimes.
Yeah.
Now, what kind of I heard you use EVs.
EV, I got Vocal Pro microphones.
Okay.
So I got the set of four. So I keep one primarily for myself. I try not to share mine. So it gives me 3 others. But my Wednesday show, my bartender sings. So like he just gets a microphone. But it's very rarely, I mean, people are usually fine with the 2 microphones.
Gotcha.
And it's a Wednesday night too. I feel like the weekends is more the 4 to 5 people singing all together.
Okay. More of a group.
Yeah, more of a yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay. I want to ask you about when we were all coming back from the COVID lockdowns. kind of, it was a little bit slow going in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
How long would you say it took you to fully recover and just get back into a full schedule again? Did
Full
did
year.
it take 4 years? It took
No, a full year.
a full year.
One year.
Full year, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and with weddings, I feel it was like 23 by the time
Yeah.
I was fully back in. And then last year was just insane. But last
Yeah.
year was all the COVID couples that met during COVID,
Yeah.
which I didn't realize that until you start hearing the speeches. And they're like,
Yeah.
we met in COVID. We couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
Started a chat
Wow.
there.
Yeah.
Now, I know one of our topics we had was how to grow your business. Do you go out and solicit businesses, or do they reach out to you because you have a following?
Reach out to me.
All right. And when they reach out to you and you establish a new place, is the bar immediately hopping, or does the bar say, well, what's wrong? What's wrong? And it's like, a lot of times I look at it, it's like it takes time because people are instantly checking out their Facebook page or this. So what do you do to calm them down and not want to jump ship?
When I first start, I tell them it takes at least 6 weeks. Within the 6 weeks that we should know how it's going to be. I had a Wednesday show. Now it's been a couple of years that I've been there. But when it first started off, it wasn't good. And they had karaoke next door. But they brought me in because they were losing all the business to next door. Because they had something going on. Because I was like, that next, it's the same night. They're like, yeah, we brought you, bringing you in for that reason. So we actually did, and we still do the $25 gift card. So if you sing a song, you get a ticket, and then at 11 o'clock, so the show starts at 8, it ends at midnight. So around 11, we do the drawing, and they get a $25 gift card just for singing.
They have to be there to win it, right?
Have to be there to win. Yep. But at the beginning of it, we used to give out the first 10 singers got a free drink token. Just to get those people in there that first hour, because they weren't coming in until 9 or 9:30 when the show started at 8. So we were just standing around with 2 singers, and and then we got the drink tickets. Really, that helped. And then when we're getting 12 to 15 in the first hour, I'm like, we don't need to do this drink ticket thing anymore.
Right.
So we got rid of that,
because they're coming every week now. So yeah.
It's ingrained in their head. It's like, oh, I got to get there at this point in time. They don't think about the ticket anymore. It's like, hey, I'm singing. I'm here. I'm having a great time. I'm going to get to sing maybe 5 times. Everybody else coming in later might sing once or twice.
Right.
So when they eventually ended up cutting off that ticket thing, then the free drink deal, were they kind of thrown off by that, or
a little bit? Someone's like, "Oh, do I get a free drink?" And I'm like, "No, we just stopped it." And they're like, "Okay."
Okay.
Oh.
Cool.
Yes. Program.
Yeah. What do you use for software?
I use PC DJ Karaoke. I call it Karaoke because it has an I at the end of it.
Yeah, it's got
but I know the guy Ryan that made it, he calls it Karaoke. And it has its ups and downs.
Mm-hmm. Have you used the other ones to compare to, and you like
so when I
one, and why?
First started, I used Triceratops Swift Elite. I don't know, Matt, if you're familiar with that one.
I am just somewhat familiar with the Triceratops.
Okay, I
might have tried that once.
Okay, loved it. They stopped doing updates, and I don't think it exists anymore. And then I did virtual DJ for a while, but back then there was no rotation.
Listing.
Oh, in the virtual DJ.
In the virtual DJ, yeah.
Right. Yep.
Gotcha.
But now there is, and I've been using the PC DJ one now for, I would say almost 10 years.
So
or
you
longer.
switched because of that, because they didn't
Yeah.
have the
Yeah,
karaoke
wait,
feature.
Yeah. And this PC DJ one, the karaoke, it's easy to train. It has the background player in it if
Okay.
they choose to use that. Otherwise, they can use virtual DJ as background music. And then it keeps a good rotation. It keeps history.
Right.
So history of all the singers.
And the song they sang then?
Yep.
Corresponding. Okay.
And a lot of my singers just come up and be like, "Can I look at my history?" And that's how they pick their songs. And then it also has an app. The app is not with it. The app is separate. And it's SongbookDB, songbookdatabase.com.
Okay.
Yep. Familiar
Is
with
the
that.
app that logs into it. And I had a guy from Australia approach me about an app. And it was
What can I sing?
Oh, yes, we've talked with him.
okay. It was well built,
Yeah.
but he wants money per show, where the one I use is just $20 a month.
Yeah.
So like I know it's set, and that, and it wasn't per show. It was like, I have 5 shows a week, so that's really 20 shows a month. If there's an extra week, then it's more.
Okay.
And at like $2 or $3 per venue
Gig. Oh,
yeah,
wow.
or per gig, I was like, yeah, I'm not. And then I got to go and check the app and then manually put the song in. I was like, yeah, I like that it automatically comes into rotation.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, we've talked with him before. Trying to remember what his name is, but it's been a while since we've
Guy from Australia, we'll call him that.
But yeah, when he was telling us about it, I mean, and without even knowing any of the pricing options and all that stuff or whatever, it sounded good, like on paper.
Yep.
I haven't really fully investigated it. The night that I talked to him about it on here, after we finished up, I decided to go in there and kind of investigate it and stuff like that and whatever, and create a profile and whatnot. But didn't get as far as like putting all my venues and stuff in there and whatnot.
Yeah.
So, and he kind of got on me about that. And I still, for some reason, I still haven't had a chance to get back in there and put all my info in there and stuff like that. So
yeah, CompuHost has its own, right?
CompuHost has Songbooks Online.
Oh, that's what it uses. Okay.
Yeah.
And do you
Kevin
pay separate for that?
I do. Yep.
Okay. So
Yeah,
it's like me. Okay.
Now,
so it's like either $20 a month, or you can, I think it's cheaper if you get it by the year, which I think is like 150, I think, for the whole year. So eventually I did go that route, because there's been times where I've gotten to a show and totally forgot to renew the subscription for it. And hold on, I gotta go into the portal or whatever and pay for it and stuff like that and get it, and everybody's sitting there waiting for the app to go go live and stuff, and so I didn't want to deal with that anymore. So I just figured out I'm just gonna pay the big money up front and be good for a year. So
yeah.
Kevin uses Songbooks Online as well.
Kevin
uses Songbooks DB.
Yeah, I was going to ask. You said that they're married together. Does that mean they're picking the song on the songbook and it populates in your PC karaoke program?
Yes.
Really? Wow.
Yep.
I'm interested. All right.
Yep. And I can choose to automatically add people or not automatically add. And then just something flashes on my program when someone puts it in, and then I can go and do it myself. But if you automatically have it adding, you have to pay attention to the rotation.
Oh.
Otherwise, it comes in at the bottom.
And you might.
And then you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then you forget about someone. They're like, "Do my, and a lot of people too, they still come up and be like, does the app, is my song in? Yeah, it is.
Well, I know on what is it, Songbook DB, you can have it so that the karaoke singers can get what the rotation or what the order is.
I did not know that.
I think they can do that, but I have it turned off because, what you're doing, I might want to be doing something the same. And if they look at it at one point and they're 3 away, all of a sudden
Mm-hmm.
it might be 6 away or something because, someone has a problem or I need to, change it.
Mhm.
So if they can look at it and I manipulate it, they might think I'm picking favorites when I'm just trying to balance out.
Balance. Yep.
So I leave it turned off that they don't get to look at what's coming up.
Oh, okay.
And the other thing I do is I try to, if I need to, make an announcement. It's like, hey, Jack is on, Jack's up next and Janet is on deck.
Yep.
But I tend not to want to do that because as part of my shtick, I make it an exciting moment when they have to come on down. You're the next participant at karaoke
Right.
night. So I do the theme song from The Price is Right.
Oh, okay.
So, and I did it. One night, I didn't give it to one of my regulars, and he comes up there. I was like, "Where's my Come On Down song?" And he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were probably burned down." I was like, "No, actually, I sort of think it's kind of cool." So
That's funny. So what program do you use then?
I use Virtual DJ.
Okay.
That's what I use. I got an uncle that uses PC DJ Red or
Yep.
one of them for his.
Yep.
So I have a little bit of familiarity with that. But I went with virtual just because it did everything I needed it to do simply and very affordably.
Yep. That's what I use for DJing.
Yeah. So that's what I went with, and I haven't made a change because it works. It works for me. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know? I'm an old dog. I don't want to learn any more tricks than I have to, because tricks are for kids.
Yeah. And that's like I said, I've thought about switching programs, but the training aspect, it's very easy to train.
Yeah. Now, what do you do? I mean, you have a team, so I'm going to guess, as far as like issues with someone being able to be sick or something happens, you have enough of a team to rotate members in to do events. So you have, established a way to work around problems.
Yep.
So
the day of sucks.
What is your, I guess, did we discuss this on one of our individual shows? What is your musical sources? Are you old school getting discs? Are you on a service? What is your, I guess, musical source? If you're comfortable.
Use buy karaoke downloads and karaoke version.
Okay.
Mainly karaoke version.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do you get that one because you feel it's the most authentic, the most spot on? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, by far that's my main source right there is karaoke version. I mean, I haven't really used anything else. I haven't really looked into the buy karaoke downloads.com.
Yeah. Some stuff's on there that's not on karaoke version, but karaoke version is I feel is pretty good. But
is that Crooners is that Crooners is it what is that? iCroons?
Yeah.
Is that one still up and running? Is it not is that KV connected to? Isn't that KV?
Hang on one second.
I think it's karaoke version, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Hang on one second.
But sure.
The other question I was going to ask.
While you're doing that, now as far as your program goes, are you in so deep with your karaoke that you're not even interested in switching back to virtual DJ then? Oh, he's muted.
He's traveling.
I muted myself.
Yeah. Okay. So did you hear my question? Oh, he's muted again.
All right, we're at the 30 minutes.
Okay. I'm sorry. So as of right now, no. I've thought about looking at a CompuHost, and I just haven't done anything about it.
Yeah. Are you in so deep with the karaoke
Yes.
that it's like not even worth looking into switching to something else because
Correct. Yeah.
it'd basically be like starting all over from scratch again, correct?
Correct. And then training everyone all over again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I know I don't remember what it is. I know Virtual has a built-in, but you still do have to pay that they have a limited library of some karaoke that you can sign up for with a
Yeah.
Does the PC karaoke have
It does.
like that? Is it the same source or a different?
I don't think so. I think it's iCloud or something is what's Virtual. Do you remember what it's called?
I can't remember. I remember
Okay.
there is.
I think the PC DJ Karaoke one is iCloud.
Okay.
But they want like $20 or $30 a month for it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
When I'd rather just go buy the tracks that I know I want.
Sure.
And is the library limited? Have you checked it out? Is it very limited?
I haven't really checked it out.
Are there still companies out there that are still making karaoke discs at all, or
Not that I'm aware of.
everything is all digital now, if I'm not mistaken?
Yeah. The SPI that just went out of business.
Oh, they did. Okay.
Yep. You used to be able to choose if you wanted what format, if you wanted a disc or if you wanted MP3 or whatever, MP4.
Yeah. SBI, that's party time.
Oh, is that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They used to sell their discs in Walmart back in the day.
Yes. Yep.
So, yeah, I remember getting a few of those.
Yep.
Yeah. So, cool.
Okay.
Well, is that a wrap there, Kevin? What do you think?
We're around 32 minutes. So we delved deep into Neil's history and learned a little bit about what he offers, what he does, some of the equipment he uses for all those people out there looking to maybe try out some new things.
Yeah,
I do want
to deep dive.
I want to mention one more too. I just recently bought a bunch of Flow 8 boards, Behringer Flow 8s.
Okay.
Because you could use an app to control, so I could walk around and adjust my sound through an app.
Oh, so
very cool.
And it's been a game changer.
You're not married to just sitting there paying attention. You can float around the room and work the room and talk to people.
Yep.
Yeah, that is a Behringer Flow
8, FLOW.
FLOW. Okay. All right.
I can do something similar to that with I have a Touch Mix 8 QSC Touch Mix 8 mixer, and so that when that's connected to the same network, I can use a tablet and go around. I can do the same thing that you can. So I really don't really tend to use that too often. I'm pretty much up there at my booth majority of the time anyway. So yeah. But yeah, oh man, what a deep dive we did. I
thank you
appreciate
guys.
your time tonight, and I would, especially on your birthday.
Yes, thank you.
So let's all sing happy birthday. Okay, maybe.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, should we sing happy birthday to him or nah? No,
that would break my my streak of no singing.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate everybody hanging out with us tonight, and appreciate Neil with his giving us his time on his birthday today, having a little chat with us and getting to know him, and look forward to next week's show. Hopefully Neil can come back again sometime and chat with us a little more.
Yes, thank you very much.
Okay.
All right.
Are we ready?
We're going to fork it?
We're going to fork it. Thanks, everybody, for stopping in tonight, and we'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
See ya.